alumni that's so illustrious.
I understand
and
that.
the biggest alumni out of any college. So I will support Penn State because that is where my daughter goes.
I understand that. I'm just telling you how I feel. If that's true.
Because football is life, right? According to Penn State and you.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, Julie Grant. How are you?
Hi, Melanie. I'm good, thanks.
Good morning.
Better now that I'm with you too.
I got to tell you, Melanie is all fired up. I'm just going to shut up and let her talk.
I love it.
I binged with my husband, Jason, this weekend from Friday to Sunday. It took us 3 days. The 4 episodes of Diddy Reckoning.
Let's talk, girl. Let's talk.
Listen, Julie, I grew up listening to Diddy. I was a fan. I followed his career. So all these years being in the music industry, supporting his music, loving life. I was a very big Tupac fan, more than Biggie, but I did respect Biggie. And after seeing what 50 Cent produced and put together with this footage, atrocious. And I am so upset that I ever once supported P. Diddy in my life.
Wow, I hear you. I hear you, girl. You know, I'm so glad you pointed that out about Tupac and Biggie, because for any of your amazing listeners who haven't seen it, episode 2, as you know, is largely focused on Tupac's murder. And we've talked a lot about this on Bubba Show. You're talking about family, that's the scoop first. Because, and you heard them talk about Keefe D, who was the man charged. He's going to trial next year, and I'm telling you, he's going to blame Diddy. He used to do security for Diddy. For anybody who might have missed it, PPD is a member, or was a member, I should say, of the Crips. And he was a pretty high-ranking, very influential gang member back in the day. And so when Diddy would come to Los Angeles, where PPD was based, he would call up PPD and company, for security. So they became tight. And a little refresher, we talked about this before, but when PPD got pinched for a big, huge, drug load, they gave him an opportunity to talk with some limited protection, right? Like what he said in that interview room, they couldn't use against him. And he said that Diddy made the statement, I would give $1 million for those 2 guys' heads, meaning Tupac Shakur and Suge Knight. Because Tupac, as you know, Mal and Bubba, was Suge's artist with Death Row Records, and Puffy was the founder and co-founder, I should say, and executive at Bad Boy, the competitor, right? And so after the shooting happened, when Tupac was killed, Keefe D told those officers in that room where he was protected, he said, years later, he told them, he said, Puffy called me afterward and said, was that us? Was that us who killed him? Like, essentially, did we do that hit? And in the doc, as you know, Mel, it explains just how, the money was transferred through a different guy, but Keefe.
So upset at Biggie's death, and so upset at Biggie's death, and Biggie's whole family's funeral wasn't even paid for. Diddy didn't do anything, and he took money after money after money from so many people and did so many hurtful things that I never knew about. Never knew about.
Oh, yeah. The doc really paints him as a savage, like a ruthless savage that would step on anybody, take from anybody, steal from anybody in order to get ahead in life. Like when it comes to women, jobs, all of that. He didn't care who he steamrolled to get higher up in the company, to get somebody's woman. I mean, it was very illuminating, the doc. It really was.
I think it was so well done. It took you from Diddy being born. So I needed to learn a lot. I did not realize half of that stuff. So I'm really glad that I figured it out. Also, the fact that I know it wasn't a domestic violence case, and you talked about this on Bubba Show so many times with Cassie, but my God, what he did to that woman.
Oh, I know.
I can't. I literally, I can't. And she stayed. Well, and the jurors sitting there saying, well, she could have left. She could have left. Sometimes there's opportunities where you can't leave if you're being abused constantly.
Sure. No, you're absolutely right. He had great lawyers who advocated just right. Because, and what was so tough about this, and I'm not blaming Cassie in any way. It's horrible to be trapped in an abusive relationship. So I feel for her. That being said, there was so much evidence her saying, the I love yous and loving the lifestyle and like protecting him and lying for him, and so the jury struggled with that. And as you know, Melanie and Bubba, they did. They were like, we saw this from both sides, and I can see how they arrived at the verdict they arrived at because some of the testimony was clear as mud.
I have a question, and think about it right now. Do you personally 100% believe that P. Diddy, Puffy, Sean Combs, Sean John will even serve 50 months?
Oh, that's a great question. That's a great question. I
don't know what to believe.
That's hard to say because when he goes up for, I have to check back on his parole eligibility if he has eligibility before the expiration of the sentence. Let me get back to, if it is that he would go before the board, and which are human beings, who will have all the case files, all the evidence from the trial, and review it carefully. I'll go back and do some research on that and see, because, he served quite a bit of time already. He's well in. So, I don't know. I could see it going either way. I'm curious why you asked about you. I
don't think he'll serve his whole time.
Remember, they died, and it was painted as a rap war. But that was really the artistry. That was not it. Yeah. And then, remember, it was more about just. But really, we see in the documentary that 50 Cent, he's not the first one to report it. Believe me, we've talked about it on Court TV. We've talked about it on Bubba's show. That Tupac was shot when he went to New York to go to that studio. And
times and lived.
Was connected to that. Don't know that he was connected to the shooting, but to the recording appearance. There's evidence that he knew he was going to be there. So it's very suspicious. And there's a detective who worked the case. He arguably knows more than anybody about all this. His name is Greg Hayden.
Not much.
And he wrote a book called Murder Rap, where he talks all about this, investigating Tupac and Biggie's murders. He'll talk all about Diddy, what Diddy may have, known, may have done in the book. It's really, really good. He's in that documentary. You saw him in there. He was one that they focused heavily on, and we've had him on Court TV too. I'm happy to share a link if you think any of your listeners may like it. Happy to go back. He's been on a couple times, and he's really an insightful guy. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I can talk about it all morning now. You guys
my Quinn's at college, and her one roommate that she lives with started to binge it too. It's only 4 episodes, and she came out the other night because college kids, generationally, they're learning a little bit more. They weren't there to see all of this that we were, but they loved Biggie or they loved Tupac, and she came out with her Biggie shirt on, and she's like, "Quinn, you have to start watching this." And Quinn asked, she goes, "Mom, do you think I would like it?" And I said, "You love documentaries. It's so well done. Even if you don't know all about the music or a little bit, you're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn a lot."
So right. It is. You don't even feel like you're watching a doc because it moves so fast and just all the characters he got. I mean, he did a great job putting this together. And also, I did think it was a great assault that he hates Diddy. 50 Cent has been trolling Diddy for years. He's like, I think America's most beloved troll, right? Because he trolls with like such grace and experience, and when he's like being asked about ABC, what do you think he's going to say when he sees the dog? I think he'll be impressed.
Is it true that ABC?
If it's annoying, you should. Yeah, exactly. Ken, or not Ken? I'm sorry, Grayson. I like the name Grayson. How's it going, guys?
But maybe he's up in New York, so yeah.
He also doesn't care. He's like, I don't care. Come at me. Get out of prison. I don't care. I believe in all of this, and here I am. He has no.
Well, Julie, that's all we got.
I'm sorry.
Now
everyone's talking about this. This is everywhere.
It's a great case. No, I'm so glad we are. Thank you for having me on to talk about it. And I your listeners are seriously the best, and get comments and stuff on social media from them. And we talked about we hit this like a couple years ago when everything broke with TV on your show. Like, I don't know, we did deep dives. So we were ahead of the curve here. We were, We were on it on Buffett Show.
That's awesome.
So, when that trial rolls around, I want to go. You guys, I hope we're
That'd be great.
let's go in March. I really think he's going to blame Diddy, and I think the public's going to be here for it. Because you're right, Mel. People see another side of him, and it's horrible. He looks so bad. So bad. Yeah. You know what's funny is, like, after the trial, you know, I
Thanks for the likes, guys.
Like, I did
Really appreciate it. I really appreciate it.
I do.
Thanks for the likes, love.
You know, running at somebody. He's a friend, and he's a, you know, somebody who's into voyeurism and video making and all that. That's, you know, really what he did. Yes, he's violent too, but I kind of did think there was some government intrusion in his personal life. This doc, as you pointed out, Mel, really shows how savage. I mean, it just paints him out to be a monster. Like a total monster.
I didn't leave on the red light.
But for people closest to him, you know,
It was yellow.
you know,
Rick's just too slow to drive through a yellow light. Want me to wait for you?
Right? And then, you know, rapper Shine, I know he came out and spoke about it, how he was, you know, set up and all that. He did his own documentary. Now he's like a prime minister or something. He went on to be really successful. God bless him.
I could pull over.
He said, like, did he ruin his life?
How about I pull over in the traffic on Banksville Road? Mike,
So
I'm gonna start talking with an Australian accent, Mike.
So much happened that he got away with too. I mean, cases like literally.
I don't want to focus on the road.
What was I doing? Was I in college? Where was I? I was fine.
Why would we start doing that?
Like,
Yeah, we were loving his music.
They covered everything up, pushed it under the rug. No one knew about it. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like
I don't even know where I'm going.
on track to your,
Hope nobody's following
you
me.
know, coming of age years, like, you know, the high school, college, like
on
his
bars.
music. Yeah. Same. Yeah. I mean, I still enjoy his music. I do. I mean, it's his art. You know,
Donk only put two 2x4s in.
Yeah, his reputation's going down the toilet.
So
I
stupid.
was out to dinner with girlfriend Saturday, and this is like we all couldn't even stop talking about it. It was just
Yeah.
nonstop.
No, but you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. I think you'd be really impressed.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
Oh, good. Oh, we just ruined it for you.
No, but we were talking about it today. There's a lot that he's going to find out. A ton.
Yeah,
A
it's
ton.
better when you see it from them too.
Opening statements with Julie Grant starts in exactly.
Opening statements with Jolie Grant.
Thanks so much.
All right.
And I appreciate you guys. I can't wait to see you soon.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see you at the party. I'm counting down the days.
We'll talk to you next Monday, then see you next Friday.
There you go.
I can't wait. Thanks for having me.
Bye.
Love you guys more. Bye.
Bye.
Oh.